So that we feel my best would segue into the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl between the AFC and the NFC champions. The AFC champion Patriots, the NFC champion Los Angeles Rams, and the Patriots won 13-3. In a defensive struggle where one man dominated the entire game. His name was Julian Edelman.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. If you want to put it like that.
Oh, no. Julian Edelman looked like a... The funny part is, before this playoffs, we were questioning if Julian Edelman would be a Hall of Famer or not because his career is basically predicated around playoff success. Mm-hmm. At this point, yeah, it was the last time we've had a white wide receiver don't make the Hall of Fame. Julian Edelman's going to be the first white wide receiver. So it's like, who's that dude from the Seahawks that everybody likes? Steve Larkin or something like that?
Yeah, you're talking years.
It was like, that's what I mean. Like, it's been a while. So, yeah, shout out to Julian Edelman.
Okay. Yeah.
And I also still don't think the defense played bad because I don't know who the fuck was supposed to watch Julian Edelman. Because they had Marcus Peters on Hogan, and Marcus Peters kept Hogan locked down.
Yeah.
Every time they threw it to Hogan, Marcus Peters did his job, so I'm cool. Mm-hmm. For the most part, Aqib Talib was able to handle Gronk. For the most part, there was some points, and actually the one play was on a linebacker that I don't know why he was playing Gronk. But Julian Edelman was able to just live and die. Basically, what I've noticed about Julian Edelman, he's out here playing basketball. Julian Edelman comes out, goes up about 3 yards, and jukes you.
Yeah.
And whatever way you go, he just goes the other way. I don't even think these are fully designed plays.
It's just like get out there and juke it out and
yeah. And I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying what I looked at was that what they call them is option routes, and the idea is Julian Edelman has the right to go straight, left, or right by what he feels. And instead of going straight, he's just juking you, and no, he went that way, I'm going this way. And Tom Brady's fine with that.
Yeah, Tom Brady would be like, "Oh, you open, all right." I was kind of all right. How'd you feel the first quarter? Did you feel like, where was this game going? Did you change your score in your mental head? Like at that point.
No, after the first quarter, it was all, let's just score.
Well, it literally, every single time they got the ball, you were starting at the fucking 1 or 2 line. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, they're fucking booting that shit every time, and it's like, this is...
Oh, shout out to Johnny Hecker. He had the longest punt in the Super Bowl history.
Yeah. Was it 63 or 64 yards?
It was 65, because I think the previous one was 64.
Okay. I was
like... It's like Tony Romo, whoever was with Tony Romo. That was like the highlight of the game for them at that moment. At that moment, that was the most exciting... Like, if you would have listened to the announcers when that moment had happened, they were fucking geeked.
They were like, this is the most... this can't get more exciting than this, or something like that. I was like, oh, God.
And it was like... And the fucked up part is they knew as soon as it hit the ground that it was like, this might be the record. I'm like, y'all counted that?
Probably.
Also, if we would have won the game, Johnny Hecker might have won MVP.
Get out of here.
Who the fuck would they have given it to? Because even if there was a last drive, I don't think Jared Goff would have been the one reason would have been that impressive in it.
I don't know. Todd Gurley, I think he might have been really fucking hurt.
That's fine. I don't care.
C.J. Anderson, he shit the bed.
Oh, they stopped caring about him when he fumbled.
Yeah, when he fumbled, I was like, oh, shit.
Which, that roll out of bounds was so lucky. But, yeah, he fumbled.
Yeah.
What else? There's another issue. Oh, shout out to the defense, man. Real shout out to the defense of the Rams, man. No matter how I feel about the loss, Aaron Donald, Sue, Brockers, Fowler, they came to play.
Yeah.
Like, nobody, that's one thing I'll be able to say. Nobody can say the defense didn't come to play.
Yeah.
Like, again, Julian Edelman, I'll give you your props. You did MVP. It's what it is. Mm-hmm. But the rest of y'all didn't do much. Gronk had like 2 or 3 good plays, which I expect that out of Gronk. It's fucking Gronk. Like, I think Gronk's going to retire. I don't know if he announced it or not, but I think he's done.
WWE do it. Just do it.
I ain't saying do all that. I'm just saying.
What do you mean? That's a good career change.
People die in the WWE too.
Damn, like this is like one person.
No, man, I watched 2 of my idols go in like 6 months.
They came back.
No, I'm talking Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. Them dudes ain't come back. No. They don't even talk about Chris Benoit.
No. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. But those are just weird situations. I think maybe.
All right, we gonna move on for this.
I
would make sure you never call the Chris Benoit situation a weird situation on camera anymore. That's a little delicate.
Yeah, we're just gonna let's stop talking about. You had to be extreme about it. I'm not saying he's going to die. He's not going to die. It's just like he's not going to get injured anymore. He's like, he can probably do that sport.
So, getting back to the NFL things, my key issue is the Rams offense didn't play their game. And my issue with them saying Todd Gurley is hurt is I don't really give a fuck. C.J. Anderson seemed fine. Yes, he fumbled, but I'd have kept on trying. You ain't have no other choice. And the reason you don't have any other choice is they have the weirdest fucking offense ever. Because I don't truly like the offense because of how Jared Goff has to play, but it's worked all season. But it's predicated kind of on the play action first instead of the run first. And nobody does that. Yeah. Like, I've never, ever been taught that. Now, I understand it's done that way because Jared Goff's not good at just dropping back. And I don't get that. But he's not good at dropping back. So when he drops back to pass, it doesn't seem like anything works because it doesn't seem like he's able to find anything. Yeah. And when he gets to play action, because people get to hold up and try to think it's a run, he gets to come off, and somebody's usually out of their place. So he gets to throw the ball straight off the play action, which is cool. But that can't be your only, as a quarterback, that just can't be it. Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson are two different people in the way they both can do their game. So I don't have issues with that, and I think Todd was hurt. But again, if you knew Todd was hurt, then punch him in the mouth with C.J. Anderson all game. You're not keeping C.J. Anderson. Treat C.J. Anderson like the Cowboys treated DeMarco Murray for an entire season.
Damn, yeah.
Like, this is what that is for me. But yeah, Todd, like, and again, I've never thought Jared Goff was the greatest person on the planet. This game is on Sean McVay. This game is completely on Sean McVay. And on Jim Fossil. Yeah, I came at Jim Fossil, special team coordinator, my favorite coach on the team.
What are you talking about?
Bro, they were going to run a fake punt. I understand that Tony Romo knew they were going to run a fake punt. They were going to run a fake punt, and something weird happened where they called a false start because they was out here running like the dumbest motion ever. But yeah, they were going to call a fake punt. I think it was going to work, and they fucked up. And Jim Fossil's the only person that I know in recent history to be an interim head coach, then hire a new head coach, and then the new head coach basically beg him to stay. Because that's what happened when they fired Jeff Fisher. When Jeff Fisher was fired, they made him the interim head coach until the end of the season. When Sean McVay got hired, they were like, hey, man, you're really good at this. Because remember, even when Jeff Fisher was coach, it was still fake punts that were like, remember the one joint where the one dude ran to the other side of the field and acted like the ball was there? And the guy caught it on the other side of the field and nobody knew it and he ran for a kick return? Yeah. That was Jim Fossil.
Oh, all right.
And that was when Jeff Fisher was there. So they know he's a genius. My issue is this is where you fuck it up. So
I mean, Greg DeLeg missed that one kick.
That kick didn't even matter to me at that point.
It doesn't matter. They could have still. There's always time.
I believe, and I'm still here. If there was a 70-yard field goal, he'd hit it.
But he missed that one. And it's in a dome. There's no excuses. Gostkowski missed his too. There's no excuse for that. None of them, no excuses. You still gonna get that jersey?
No, hell no.
I just went all the way out there.
That jersey, that specific jersey was based on a Super Bowl win on his foot. That was literally based on that. My only one was going to be the only one I'm still with is the Aaron Donald jersey. I'm getting Aaron Donald jersey no matter what. I was going to get the Super Bowl edition if they won. I'm not doing that now. That was going to be the only the one with the big ass patch and shit. I was going to do that. But I still got a hat. I'm not going to start. I might get a Super Bowl hat. But outside of that, and I still want the color rush. I'm going to give me a color rush Aaron Donald. That's about it.
Yeah.
On other things, we got
Shout out to J-Pad, what's going on? Oh. And Molasses. Oh, Moy. Oh. What's going on? I'm not out here being disrespectful. I mean, if I am, I'm sorry, Molasses. But I ain't like that.
He's like that. Throw all the shade to him, bro. Shout out to both of y'all. More back onto this game. Like I said, if anybody knows that's on my personal page, I made the comment. I would still be more hurt about 2001 because we played a good game and lost at the end and found out that the things that happened before the game might have caused us to lose by 3 points. This game, until they say something else, I believe this game was a fully fair game and our offense didn't show up.
I didn't feel that nobody's cheated. No. Like there was no there was like a real questionable pass interference or this and that. It was nothing. There was.
Oh no. There was one.
Oh, all right.
That bullshit ass 15-yard penalty on the in the first quarter.
Oh yeah, okay, that was that one.
Oh, that was some supreme bull, bro. They were like It's a screen. Yeah, he's defenseless. If the screen doesn't work, you are defenseless as fuck. I can't help you for that. That's on your play calling. They're like, oh, that's a helmet to helmet. No, fuck you, bro. Your quarterback set you up for failure. There's a difference between somebody trying to kill somebody and your quarterback setting you up for failure. That's just me. That play was probably the only one I could be like fully mad about.
Okay. I mean, you're going to get a few cheats for Tom Brady, but other than that, there was nothing else. It was just...
And again, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I don't want them to win. I'm tired of all this. I'm a Rams fan who just wanted to see the Rams win. And we lost to a team that played better and had better coaching. And that's on Sean McVay and the Rams to hopefully figure out how to make Jared. To me, and this is for the people that are truly into this, Jared Goff if you are like an anime person, Jared Goff only knows one fucking jutsu. And I don't understand how you can be a quarterback and only know one.
He only knows one.
Right. And it's like being fucking Rock Lee. It's like all you know is fucking
taijutsu.
Yeah, all you know is taijutsu. That's it. You don't know how to do anything else. You're not reading defenses. You're not doing any of the Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Three completely different quarterbacks with different styles of playing. But you don't have any of that.
Yeah.
You are as quiet as Jay Cutler, but you don't seem like a jackass. That's the only difference. They're both quiet as shit, except we think Jay Cutler doesn't care about people.
He don't, but...
Exhibit A.
All right. The boy Mo says he thinks the moment was too big for Goff.
I think the moment was too big for the whole offense. Like, everybody on the offense. Like, only person I don't think the moment was too big for were the wide receivers. I think Robert Woods, Reynolds, and Cooks did what they could. The Cooks that drop was a type of tough catch. We needed that catch, but I'm not saying it's not like he was by himself and dropped the type of catch. So I'm not even mad. But I think those were the only people that came here prepared to play a game. But the issue is Jared Goff couldn't. Jared Goff also doesn't seem to like to throw it in the coverage.
No.
So he doesn't want to give. Who I do believe has the better cans out the two. Robert Woods more of a chance. Brandon Cook is more of a shock value play. Like, you got to toss it up to him. And I don't think they gave him enough chances just to go up and try to get it. Because that's the weird thing about Brandon Cook is Brandon Cook's short as hell, but he's out here. He's not trying to catch the ball in the middle of the field. Brandon Cook is either running by him or catching it in traffic, like 45 yards downfield.
Yeah.
And it might be his arm length or something, but for being like 5'11", and that's being probably nice about it, he can go up and get the ball with the best of them. And that didn't happen a lot. And again, I just don't think that if Todd Gurley's hurt, then ban me with C.J. Anderson. My thing is they should have never gave up on the run game like they did. The game was always close, so it wasn't like the Saints game. I was worried about the Saints game because we went down by 13. Going down by 13 early, that's a little different. We was down by 3 all game. At one point, it was tied, and it just seemed like y'all gave up on the run game. And again, y'all gave up on the play action. And at this moment in time, I know Jared Goff isn't a drop back passer, which again. I'd rather have a mobile quarterback who doesn't know how to be under center than a guy that can't do this unless it's a play action fake.
He didn't even run, I don't think.
He tried twice, and once he almost got killed.
What?
Oh, Gurley's hurt.
Yeah.
And if they could, I think it was a mind game to say he wasn't hurt, but Gurley's hurt. I don't know what. Again, I don't consider that an excuse for the team. And I don't really consider it an excuse for Gurley. But my thing is, C.J. Anderson is here on a loan. I'm sure C.J. Anderson's contract was just to finish the season. Because I think if you sign somebody late enough in the season, you can't give them like a multi-year contract. So you can literally run C.J. Anderson until he has an asthma attack. And yeah, that was a fucked up joke. I don't care. I had asthma. So
I had asthma.
You grow out of it. Sometimes you get it when you're later. I grew out of it.
Okay.
But
but you're telling pretty much go ahead until you die.
Yeah. Because again, I don't see if the offense is gonna have to be play action fakes, then you gotta run the ball. That's just what it is. And personally, unless there's no blocking at all, C.J. Anderson should average about 2.5 to 3 yards average at the least.
Yeah, he should at least get that.
Because you should be falling forward no matter what. Dude, you've gained like an extra 45 pounds.
He's not that tall. He's like 5'8".
That actually makes it better. That was the reason that the artist formerly known as Ray Rice was so good.
He was he got like 4 yards precarious.
But he was because he was short.
Yeah. I mean, I would expect that. But I never liked C.J. Anderson, so that was on y'all. The think that he was going to do something.
I was never, again, they didn't give him a chance. I didn't like C.J. Anderson either. The small version of C.J. Anderson. Again, my favorite running back is Jerome Bettis for a reason. I'm here for the big running back. C.J. Anderson had converted from this middle-sized running back that I never understood to Butterbean, running through people and hitting people with the big old stiff arm until other people somehow get stiff. The amazing thing is, if he didn't drop the ball,
that was nice.
That was going to be the fucking meanest stiff arm on the planet.
Yeah.
Like,
it was nice. That would have been like the highlight. If he would have kept on going, and he got a touchdown, he probably would have gotten MVP.
Because he didn't get tackled.
No.
He was gonna run through him, but he dropped the ball. And I could live with that. Except you dropped the ball. And dude, that's some skill. I don't know who punched it out, but to get punched in the face and to still have the wherewithal to punch which is important. Because it's basically like what the Avengers when like Thor was like, yeah, I got Thanos. Spoiler alert. But it's like, yo, you didn't get my arm.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Like, yeah, man, I stiffed the fuck out of you, but yeah, I got the ball though. Like I might have just got It's like dunking on somebody, but they blocked you. Like they still got you might have thought you dunked on them and you tried to ride their nuts on the side of their head like the Chris Webber State dunk, but you missed the dunk. You didn't notice you missed the dunk, but you over here wilding like you just posterized this motherfucker. That's what just happened. Yeah. Because oh my God, if you see how Boy's head snaps back when he gets his hand when he gets stiff armed, it's fucking amazing. Yeah. Until the ball's rolling out of bounds behind him.
And really, that was a very disappointing part of the game.
I don't think the game was boring. Everybody else thinks the game was boring. I like defensive games.
It was a good defensive game, but it was real bad. Like there was not even. It was 3-0 in the first half.
I still think my homie Rob, aka Long Neck G Super Bowl, the first one was worse.
What?
Seahawks, Broncos.
What's it? I think they put a statistic. We were the lowest scoring team. It was 2-0 Steelers and Minnesota. This was like what?
Okay, 70s. No, that was the first quarter, I think.
No, first half.
I would say that wasn't the end of the game.
No,
the lowest scoring game I think was 14-7 somewhere like in the 70s. Oh, the Dolphins when they went 17-0, they won 14-7.
Wow, that's a pretty bad game for a big year.
It was 1974 or 73 or something like that.
They had so many things they could do. You could slap people's ears and shit. Like you could.
And because people forget the Dolphins won back-to-back Super Bowls in the 70s. It was 72 and 73. I think it's the second year was the year they went undefeated. But still, like, that's not that. To me, 14-7 isn't the worst thing that can happen. 14-7 still means people score touchdowns. There was a legitimate chance because Fizzy posted it. He was like, I'm going to the Disneyland even if we win 3-0, which even Patriots fans admitted that they thought the game could end 3-0.
I wouldn't want to end at 3-0.
No, in the middle of the third quarter before the Rams tied the game, did y'all not actually believe at some point that this game might actually end 3-0?
No, I did not. I was like, this game, first half, I'm like, all right, it's going to get heated up. They're going to watch some weak-ass Maroon 5. They're going to get some old songs. And
we talking about that next. After we finish this,
we're going to get fired up. And I was going to be like 17-10. That was like, you know what, this is fine. We can come back. There's going to be a comeback, but what happened?
Also, shout out to NFL Network for throwing out the commercial.
That was like the best commercial.
No, not that. The commercial about the NFL Network leaked the Patriots victory commercial on Saturday.
Wait, what?
Down in the Patriots Super Bowl victory commercial was leaked Saturday night.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, I've seen it already. I just was trying to ignore it.
That's fucked up.
I believe, just like I came out with two things. I believe that they make one for both sides, just like they make the shirts. Mm-hmm. And I found out recently because of, we talked about this before with the Ruth Bader Ginsburg when Fox accidentally put out their video for, not Fox, I think it was CBS, accidentally played their video for Ruth Bader Ginsburg to death. And it was like from here to here. And I believe that for like people like her and Betty White and a few other people, we have news stations that have preset things that all they have to do is put the date. Yeah. Where like you go up to the PowerPoint thing, all you got to do is put the day that it happened, and you can press play, and that shit's ready to go. And I feel like that's what happened there. So I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt on that happening on accident. It's hard, but I'm trying to do it.
I mean, like they usually they pretty much have everything done, compiled up of their like greatest, achievements.
So is the Stevie Wonder one out there?
I bet there is. I mean, unless he does something like right now, he does something on top, like he does something. They'll probably add that in the video. Like, all right, add an extra 2 minutes. He did something for baby.
I feel like that's how it works though.
But yeah, what? Just add a couple more minutes. That's it, and then put in the date.
That might be like because like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that's easy. She's not gonna do much more outside of the stuff she does in the Supreme Court. Betty White's hard. She's still out here working.
Yeah. So you just got to add a couple more things. That's it, and that's it. I mean, Betty White. They'll be like, all right, her season ended.
Like the easiest people, like the Malachi. This is on you. Who's the Pirates player that passed away, or was it a coach?
What?
He passed away yesterday. Somebody from the Pirates from back in the day passed away. His last name was Friends. He was on the 70s team. This is on Malachi. He's our baseball guy.
Damn.
Hey, he claims that. That's what he's going to have to be.
That sounds like a baseball guy.
You got baseball-themed mixtapes.
All right, you just put them on like that.
And I use plural for a reason.
Shout out to Mo and all those losing team shirts that they send to Africa. That's what he was saying about the making the championship thing.
You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... If I ever get
I will light it on fire, so you will waste your money. Just letting you know that right. I will light that motherfucker. I will light it, man. Fuck all that.
Rams championship one.
I will light that shit on fire. They will be mad as fucking here.
Someone in Africa or any of those third world countries, if you get a Rams,
if you get it, you need it more than we do. I'm telling you now, if you get it, you need it more than we do. Don't play with me.
You would keep it.
No, I would not. No, I would not. If I ever meet a Buffalo Bills fan with a championship T-shirt, I'm gonna have to slap the shit out them.
Oh shit!
They would want to see it one time.
And I will light it on fire after I see it, and I will never have to see it in person again.
No, you keep it. I'll get you the other one too.
I don't got one on me, but I'll get a lighter. Don't play with me.